Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Adventures of Brian. I'm heading on into Universal, if you can't tell, parking garage, for a Jaws Amity Island thing that they have here for the Jaws 50th anniversary. There's also a little toothless pin, I believe, for pass holders, and also there are some Back to the Future 40th anniversary merchandise, I believe, like milkshakes, I believe. So I'm heading on in there to check that out, because I have not been here in, well, for the vlogs, for you guys, you would have just, you have just been the Universal for the vlog, but for me personally, because I filmed the vlog out in advance, I have not been here in about a month, so I'm heading on in and trying to do those things. And I parked way further out than normal. I parked way back there. Usually I park up here where these cars are. Made it through security, heading on through City Walk to get to Universal Studios. Universal's definitely getting busier because of Epic Universe, I feel like. And just a quick note real quick, for Universal Summer, they have summer movie series where they have different movies playing at the AMC theater, I believe. All of these different movies are playing on select dates. You do have to buy them. It's nice to be back at Universal Studios here. Pretty soon there will be a Halloween Horror Nights medallion up there. 2 months away. All I can say is it's good to be back here in Universal. We've been to Disney a lot recently, so it's good to be back here. Nobody really behind me right now, but yeah, let's head on in. New Universal music, by the way. They changed the archway music. About to scan on in here. We're walking right up to the scanner, and it's only, 5 o'clock. All right, and I did get my toothless pin already at the Jimmy Fallon store. Pretty cool. And I did want to say there are construction walls up here for, obviously, Rip Ride Rockit, which is closing soon. This is a little reference to the firehouse that Rip Ride Rockit's next to. Yeah, rumors of Ghostbusters. So we have to keep an eye out. But the Universal's already starting construction here. And as a quick reminder, I will be here. I'm going to try to be here for the exact closing day of Rip Ride Rockit, meaning I'm going to try to be one of the last people in line on August 17th, I believe. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try. Got some pigeons here. There's always pigeons at Universal. I never see them at Hollywood Studios, but I see them here. Amity Island, do not climb. Amity Island welcomes you. Help shark. That's cool. Let's check this out. Let's see how big it is. I don't know how big this land is. Okay. So we've got a red truck over here. Shout out to Grandma and Grandpa. They love red trucks, especially my grandma. It's a Coca-Cola truck. Pretty cool. And no swimming, hazardous area, beach closed. I've seen Jaws once in my entire life, maybe twice. Once I've seen it once, I don't want to see it again, but it's a pretty cool area. They got a little food booth over here. Food booth over there as well. I believe that's part of Jaws. Another Boardwalk Snacks booth here with different varieties. And we've got some picnic tables with umbrellas that looks like Amity Island. Looks like you're on a beach. This is pretty cool. It's a smaller area than I expected. Way smaller. We got a little photo op here that looks like a boat, and there's actually like mechanical stuff that looks like you can actually drive the boat. That's really cool. And then we've got the shark. Now, this shark is always here, by the way. This is not just for the limited time. This is always here. And we do have pressed pennies, collectible pennies. No Jaws 50th pennies, though. But there are pressed pennies of Jaws in general here. Pretty neat. Wow, so Amity Island, not that much to look at. I thought like this entire area near Harry Potter would be Amity Island. I was wrong. By the way, I'm wearing my Epic Universe hat from the Epic Universe vlogs. So now I'm going on over to the Simpsons Land area to check out the Back to the Future 40th anniversary. And over here at Simpsons Land, rumors that when this closes, supposedly in 2028, this will be Pokemon. Do you agree with that, Pokemon? I'm just really hoping it's not Pokemon that replaces Simpsons, because, I don't know, it's just a terrible fit. I just don't know. Pokemon just, I'm not a fan of Pokemon at all. But we're going on over here to the Back to the Future area where the Back to the Future car is. And I forgot to film it, but they do have a DeLorean in Simpsons Land too, in the remembrance of Back to the Future. And quick stop in the Five and Dime before we go over to the Back to the Future milkshakes. They've got Halloween Horror Nights stuff out already. Friday the 13th stuff because, well, there's a Friday the 13th house coming out for Halloween Horror Nights 34. Face Your Fears. They got Jason shirts already. Only 2 months away. Fallout is another house coming to Horror Nights. There's only 3 have been announced. Maybe more when this video comes out, but so far when I'm recording this, only 3 have been announced. We've got a Fallout thermos, I think. And here's the Back to the Future merchandise. California Out of Time. Hill Valley High. This is all the Back to the Future 40th, by the way. I didn't even know this was even in the shop, but comment down below. Do you think Marty's vest is orange or red? That's the big debate. That's what my dad said. What do you think? Orange or red for Marty? And we've got 1.21 gigawatts, 88 miles per hour. Nice. Some of this Back to the Future stuff is year-round, but like this, Save the Clock Tower. And 1 second here, my dad actually has an eBay store in Etsy and he sells Back to the Future props. I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can check his store. But yeah, definitely check out his store in the description for Back to the Future props. He builds all kinds of stuff, but this is a cool pillow. And this is like I guess they made a Back to the Future animation cartoon, I guess, because this looks like a weird, fancy cartoon Back to the Future shirt. And we've got Marty and Doc over here. Of course, it says Back to the Future 40 on the side. Flux capacitor pillow from earlier. A hoverboard. Not a hoverboard, but like a replica of a hoverboard. Back to the Future wallet. That's cool. A little book. Maybe a notebook. We got some more stuff down there. And fun fact for those of you that didn't know, there's 3 houses announced for Halloween Horror Nights. There's Five Nights at Freddy's, Friday the 13th, and last but not least, Fallout. Those are the 3 houses out of the 10 that are going to be at Halloween Horror Nights. So we think there are rumors that there could be 13 houses this year. So we're gonna have to find out. But fun fact if you guys didn't know those houses. And here it is. Where the milkshakes are located. Great Scott. This is the milkshake place that's always here, but they rethemed it to Back to the Future for the 40th. This is cool. I like this. Don't miss the Saturday Night Dance enhancement. The Phineas. And there it is. I'm not going to get it, but there's the menu for the 40th anniversary up there at the milkshakes. All right, so that was pretty much it for everything. I thought there was more, but I guess that's not. Some pretty cool Back to the Future stuff. That's usually a regular milkshake place that they do, or ice cream place, which there's still ice cream, but they transform it into a Back to the Future. Oh, for the 40th. So with that, that's gonna be it. It's a shorter vlog, a little bit longer than the Harry Potter vlog, I think. But also, if you guys didn't know, there is a Wicked meet and greet inside the Wicked experience right there. I don't know if they're meeting now, but there is a Wicked meet and greet limited time during the summer. And there's also Megan Entertainment for the new Megan 2.0 movie coming out. So they're not out. They're not out right now because of the rain, but they are usually out. So, just in case you're coming this summer. And the Wicked, that's where the meet and greet is, right in there. The Wicked Experience. And here in the Universal store, Jaws, more Jaws 50th merchandise. Shark Tours. A little hat here that also says Shark Tours. A little lunchbox here. And another shirt that says the Amity Island. We've got some mannequins over here wearing different Jaws shirts. This is pretty cool. And a little lanyard too. Amity Island. There's a big... We got some towels here that says Jaws. We've also got little figures here with Jaws. This is cool. These are like little figures. And then a Funko Pop with the character from Jaws. Some more shirts up there. Is that a Funko Pop? It's a lanyard. More Jaws lunch boxes. A Jaws hat here. Lots of cool other stuff. A Jaws chain. And then Jaws lanyards down there. Lots of Jaws stuff, obviously. Another Jaws hat. That's nice. And this might be for the 50th, or they might always have this, but we got a cool little Jaws laminated picture there. Cool little Jaws hat, different type of hat. And here, more Back to the Future 40th merchandise. We've got some coffee mugs with the 40th logo, a jacket. And the journey continues. Not this time, though. I am headed on out, not going to Islands of Adventure for this vlog. And with that is going to be it for this video. That was fun looking at the little Amity Island thing. There was more merchandise, and that was the Universal store with all that extra merchandise. But yeah, Back to the Future. I didn't get the shake, but the shake menu that I showed you, that was with the milkshakes on it for the Back to the Future 40th. So yeah, that was a fun time. I'm heading on out of Universal now. No rides this time. This black stuff is because of they're getting ready for the expansion for the Rip Ride Rocket that they're taking out in August. Rumors of Ghostbusters. That's another thing I wanted to tell you. Rumors of a Ghostbuster attraction. Do you think it'll be Ghostbusters 2? Let me know in the comments, because I would I don't really care for Ghostbusters, but I would be okay with a Ghostbusters attraction, especially if it's like a high-speed coaster like Velocicoaster. I'd go for that. But let me know in the comments what you think about a Ghostbuster attraction headed to Universal. If it goes to Universal. What do you think about the rumors? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree with the rumors? Let me know. And with that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you on the future episodes of The Adventures of Brian. Bye for now.